evening, everyone. Not going into a very formal introduction, like I said, since most of you here already know what we're here for. We at Success Board today have Anand, who was an ALET topper last year, and she would be answering most of your questions or most of your doubts for ALET. So, Anand, if you'd please introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Anhad. I got the first rank in AIDET in 2020, in the 7th rank in CLAT 2020, and I'm pursuing my BA LLB honors from NLSIU Bangalore.
Honored to have you here. All right, directly jumping into questions. So, let's start with the question posed by Jatin Sharma. What would you suggest as a source for practicing English? Wait a second. Yeah, for ALET, as it has different syllables from that of CLAT, and what is the source for ALET English section?
Yeah, all right. So, to be very frank, I did not devote a lot of time for ALET preparation because I was more focused on clearing CLAT. So, my main source of preparation were past year papers. I think they are very, very important. अगर आप पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स देखोगे उसमें आप देखोगे कि इंग्लिश का एक सेट पैटर्न होता है कि उसमें ग्रामर बहुत ज्यादा आती है. So you have synonyms, antonyms, then you have these sentence correction questions, active, passive, so on and so forth. तो इंग्लिश ग्रामर पे बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग फोकस होता है एंड एक स्पेसिफिक टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आते हैं इंग्लिश के लिए. तो फर्स्ट जो आपका प्राइमरी सोर्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन है वो पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स होने चाहिए इंग्लिश के, तो स्पेशली बिकॉज अगर आपने एलेट 2020 का पेपर देखा होगा वो इंग्लिश का सेक्शन बिल्कुल कॉपी था पुराने पेपर्स का. तो जब भी आप इंग्लिश अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हो एलेट के लिए, लुक एट द पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स, सॉल्व दोस पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स, ऑलराइट, एंड उन क्वेश्चन से रिलेटेड फिर आप अपनी ग्रामर की प्रिपरेशन और कर सकते हो. आई डिड नॉट हैव एनी सेपरेट बुक फॉर ग्रामर. मैंने करियर लॉन्चर के साथ वो लिया था, क्या कोचिंग लिया था, तो उनका इंस्टीट्यूट मटेरियल था पर वो इतना हेल्पफुल नहीं था. पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स शुड बी द मेन सोर्स फॉर इंग्लिश फॉर एलेट. एंड ऑफ कोर्स एलेट का प्रिपरेशन फिर क्लैट के लिए डिफरेंट हो जाता है बिकॉज एलेट ग्रामर स्पेसिफिक है एंड क्लैट आरसी है, राइट. तो वो फिर एक डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ प्रिपरेशन हो जाता है जहाँ पे आपको आरसी पे ज्यादा फोकस करना पड़ता है अगर आप क्लैट पे ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हो.
Hello, Anhad. Please tell us how did you cover the static GK part for ALET, and also like all of my mentors tell us that some kind of questions are there in the paper which are like made to be left. तो वो कैसे डिसाइड होगा कि ये क्वेश्चन छोड़ देना चाहिए बिकॉज टाइम काफी कम होता है.
राइट. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट डिपेंड्स कि आप जीके कब अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हो, राइट. सो व्हाट इज योर सीक्वेंस ऑफ अटेम्प्टिंग विद सब्जेक्ट and how much time you're devoting to each subject, right? So for me, GK was the first section that I attempted and I took barely 5 minutes to solve the GK section. And उसमें मेरे को भूल गया कितने क्वेश्चन होते थे, बट जितने भी होते थे उसमें से इफ वो स्टैटिक जीके का क्वेश्चन का बिल्कुल भी कोई आइडिया नहीं है, मतलब वो तो मतलब कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता उस क्वेश्चन का, तो उसको छोड़ दो. पर अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2 ऑप्शंस में कंफ्यूजन है, देन आई वुड मेक एन इंटेलिजेंट गेस और लाइक व्हाटएवर, आई वुड टेक द रिस्क एंड आई वुड चूज वन ऑप्शन. बट अगर बिल्कुल भी आइडिया नहीं स्टैटिक जीके का तो प्लीज उसको छोड़ दो, अपने करंट अफेयर्स पे ज्यादा फोकस करो. एंड मोस्टली जो स्टैटिक जीके एलेट में आती है वो करंट अफेयर्स से ही रिलेटेड होती है. तो जब भी आप फॉर एग्जाम्पल अब जैसे क्लैट में जब क्लैट का पैटर्न चेंज हुआ था तो न्यूज़पेपर्स पढ़ना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया था एंड उसमें जो भी करंट अफेयर्स के टॉपिक होते थे उनमें वो सारा एक हिस्ट्री देते थे उस इशू के बारे में, वेर इन आई कुड प्रिपेयर फॉर द स्टैटिक जीके पोर्शन ऑफ इट एज वेल. तो न्यूज़पेपर्स के थ्रू या जब मैं क्लैट की जीके की प्रिपरेशन कर रही थी तो उसके थ्रू भी एलेट की जीके की काफी प्रिपरेशन हो गई थी बिकॉज काफी क्वेश्चंस जो स्टैटिक जीके के थे एलेट 2020 में वो करंट अफेयर्स से लिंक्ड थे. तो आइसोलेशन में स्ट्रैटेजी के मत करो कि हाँ लूसेंट की बुक ले ली या अरिहंत की बुक ले ली एंड बस सारे रट्टा मारना शुरू कर दिया स्ट्रैटेजी के, वो बहुत टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा. मोस्टली स्ट्रैटेजी के उन चीजों पे फोकस करो जो इश्यूज ऑलरेडी न्यूज में है. कभी कभी ऐसी स्ट्रैटेजी के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं जो एकदम बिल्कुल रैंडम क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जो उन्होंने ऐसे फन के लिए डाल दिए होते हैं. तो अगर नहीं आ रहा वो तो उसको छोड़ दो, मतलब उन 3-4 रैंडम क्वेश्चंस के लिए अपने बाकी क्वेश्चंस की प्रिपरेशन को सैक्रिफाइस मत करो क्योंकि आपको टाइम अपना मैनेज करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज पेपर होने वाला है, राइट. तो फोकस मोर ऑन स्टैटिक जीके रिलेटेड टू करंट अफेयर्स. डू नॉट लाइक रैंडमली गो थ्रू लूसेंट एंड अरिहंत राइट नाउ बिकॉज टाइम इतना नहीं है.
The papers are
because like
even they are just important,
right. So like past year papers should be the primary source of preparation for ALET for all sections बिकॉज वो एक ब्लूप्रिंट है कि वो कैसे क्वेश्चन आने वाले हैं. एलेट बहुत कम डिफर करता है अपने पैटर्न में, वो बिल्कुल पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स की कॉपी होती है जो भी अभी तुम्हारे पेपर होने वाले हैं, तो तुम्हें आइडिया भी हो जाएगा कि कैसे क्वेश्चन आने वाले हैं.
You just told me that, I mean, you just told all of us that you give just 5 minutes for the GK section, right?
Yeah.
So here's a question: what should be the ideal time given to each section? Like, continue.
Right. So there's like 90 minutes है ना A-Let के
Yep.
लिए. तो यार अभी मैथ्स करनी पड़ेगी मेरे को. तो
It is 90 minutes.
नहीं, इट्स लाइक 5 मिनट. अच्छा, मैं अब मेरे को एग्जैक्ट टाइम नहीं याद कि मैंने एग्जैक्ट टाइम कितना दिया था, बट सबसे पहले मैं जीके करती थी, देन लीगल, देन मैथ्स, देन अपना लॉजिकल, एंड देन इंग्लिश, बिकॉज इंग्लिश मेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग थी तो आई कुड लीव इट फॉर द एंड. एंड उसके बाद अगर कुछ टाइम बचता था देन आई वुड सॉल्व मैथ्स के क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, तो जीके को दे दिए 5 मिनट. लीगल टफ होती है, एलेट की प्लीज उस पर भी ज्यादा फोकस करना, बिकॉज क्लैट में तो लीगल नॉलेज इतनी नहीं चाहिए, बट एलेट में वो काफी ऐसे स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चंस पूछ लेते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स के रिलेटेड या टॉर्ट्स के रिलेटेड, और उनके फैक्ट सिचुएशन जो होती है वो भी बहुत ज्यादा लंबी लंबी होती है, तो वो पढ़ने में भी काफी टाइम लग जाता है. तो लीगल के लिए आई वुड गिव लाइक अ गुड लाइक 25 मिनट्स तो एटलीस्ट देना ही पड़ता था. फिर मैथ्स के लिए ये है कि देखो मैथ्स के लिए कितने 10 क्वेश्चंस, राइट? तो आई जस्ट गिव लाइक 5 मिनट्स ट्राइंग टू सॉल्व, पर मेरे से सॉल्व नहीं होते तो मैंने सोचा तो मैं एंड में करूंगी. एंड लॉजिकल को अगेन यू गिव लाइक 15-20 मिनट्स, इंग्लिश को 15-20 मिनट्स, एंड देन व्हाटएवर टाइम इज लेफ्ट यू डू द लेफ्ट ओवर क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम ईच ऑफ दोस सेक्शंस.
Can you tell, okay, since you've already established by now that past year papers are a blueprint and are really important, can you tell A-Lit book sources for each subject and current affairs and GK sources?
Right, so like I did not have any specific A-Lit books. मैंने वो generic books ली थी preparation के लिए +1 में. तो मैथ्स के लिए RS अग्रवाल थी, but like that has many questions. That is like 500 questions for each topic. तो वो सारी करने का भी फिर मेरे पास इतना मोटिवेशन था नहीं. तो फिर अगर मैथ्स का ही देखो तो RS अग्रवाल suffices, and अगर आप कोई कोचिंग ले रहे हो, लाइक करियर लॉन्चेस ले रहे हो, लीगल एड से ले रहे हो या सक्सेस बोर्ड से ले रहे हो, कोई भी कोचिंग ले रहे हो, तो उसका इंस्टीट्यूट का जो मटेरियल है वो भी बहुत बढ़िया होता है, तो उससे भी आपकी हो जाएगी मैथ्स की प्रिपरेशन. एंड RS अग्रवाल सारी करने का टाइम है तो करो, पर अगर नहीं है तो फिर उसमें कुछ लाइक देयर सर्टेन मैथ्स के टॉपिक्स जो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, लाइक टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस, टाइम एंड वर्क, I don't know, like volume and mensuration and something. तो ये and stats, तो there's few like 10, you can like narrow down maths के topics to 10 most important topics. एंड जो आप अपने फॉर एग्जाम्पल मॉक्स दे रहे हो या जो पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स देख रहे हो, उसमें आपको पता चल जाएगा कि कैसे क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस के, एंड उस टाइप के क्वेश्चन आप फिर RS अग्रवाल से 5-10 क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो, राइट? फिर आ जाता है लीगल, राइट? तो लीगल के लिए पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स तो है ही है, एंड आई मोस्टली रिलाइड ऑन माई इंस्टीट्यूट के मटीरियल, दैट इज करियर लॉन्चर एंड लीगल एज से मेरे को एक कोर्स मिल गया था, तो वहाँ लीगल एज का भी मटेरियल आई यूज्ड फॉर लीगल रीजनिंग एंड मॉक्स. देन फॉर लॉजिकल अगेन आई हैड RS अग्रवाल वर्बल नॉन वर्बल रीजनिंग, एंड क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग के लिए लाइक क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग पैसेजेस के लिए आई ऑल्सो यूज्ड टू सॉल्व GMAT के पैसेजेस, क्योंकि A-Let का कुछ पता नहीं, वो टफ क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग के पैसेजेस भी डाल देता है. तो GMAT के पैसेजेस कीप यू सॉर्टेड, लाइक यू नो कि अच्छा ऐसे क्वेश्चन भी आ सकते हैं, एंड उसके नीचे लाइक GMAT के भी ऐसे नहीं होता कि GMAT के सारे क्वेश्चन बहुत टफ होते हैं, उनका भी एक रेंज होता है, राइट? फ्रॉम इजी टू वेरी वेरी हार्ड. तो यू कैन चूज क्वेश्चंस एट योर ओन पेस एंड एट योर ओन विल, एंड आप डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो. एक GMAT का फ्री साइट है, gmatclub.com something. हाँ, GMAT क्लब है, आई थिंक इट्स अ फोरम, और वहाँ पे आपको लाइक thousands of questions मिल सकते हैं क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग पे, तो आप वो भी कर सकते हो अगर आपने अपना इंस्टीट्यूट का या सक्सेस बोर्ड का या किसी भी और कोचिंग का आपने मटेरियल फिनिश कर लिया, तो यू कैन सॉल्व GMAT पैसेजेस एज वेल फॉर लॉजिकल. एंड फॉर इंग्लिश अगेन आई डिड नॉट हैव एनी सेपरेट बुक, मैंने अपना इंस्टीट्यूट का ही मटेरियल मोस्टली यूज किया था, बिकॉज मेरे को इंग्लिश में इतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती थी. तो जो उनके रीडिंग कॉम्प्रीहेंशन की बुक्स होती थी या उनकी जो ग्रामर की प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस वगैरह होते थे या मॉक्स के क्वेश्चंस होते थे, दे आल्सो हैड दीस सेक्शनल टेस्ट्स एंड टॉपिक टेस्ट्स, तो वो कभी कभी फ्री हो तो वो कर लो ताकि ब्रश अप हो जाए एक बारी ग्रामर. दैट्स फॉर इंग्लिश. एंड व्हाट अदर सेक्शन इज लेफ्ट? GK, राइट? सो GK के लिए ऑलराइट, सो लाइक GK के लिए बहुत सोर्सेज है, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन कौन सा सोर्स आपको सबसे ज्यादा बेनिफिशियल लग रहा है. तो मैंने तो मतलब एक पॉइंट के बाद इंस्टीट्यूट की GK बहुत ज्यादा हेल्पफुल नहीं थी, इट वाज प्रीटी यूजलेस, तो इसलिए मॉक्स की GK तो of course it's important, but ऊपर से there was this site Affairs Cloud and GK Today. So I think most of these sites you probably know, and these two sites were for online current affairs की one line वाले current affairs वाले question यहाँ से मिल जाते थे. Newspaper reading was another important factor for preparing for GK, and as I said before कि GK mostly करंट अफेयर्स पे या करंट इश्यूज पे आते हैं जो न्यूज़पेपर से पता चल जाते हैं, उसके रिलेटेड स्टैटिक जीके है. तो आपके मॉक्स एंड आपके फॉर एग्जांपल कोचिंग मटेरियल, एंड अगर आपको उसके बाद लग रहा है कि जीके नहीं हो रही इन दोनों सोर्सेज से भी, तब जाके आप थोड़े ऑनलाइन सोर्सेज जैसे जीके टुडे हो गया, या वैसे मैंने ये क्लैट के लिए किया था, बट अगर आपके पास है टाइम तो आप कर सकते हैं. यूपीएससी के भी जीके के कंपेंडियम्स होते हैं, तो उसमें ये होता है कि उसमें वो काफी डिटेल में करंट इश्यूज का डिस्क्रिप्शन होता है. स्टैटिक जीके भी होता है उसमें, जैसे इनसाइट्स पे है, दृष्टि आईएएस है, ये दो यूपीएससी की साइट्स है, वहाँ पे कंपेंडियम्स भी होते हैं. तो अगर आपके पास टाइम है ना, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि फॉर एग्जांपल आपका बाकी सोर्सेज सफाइज नहीं कर रहे, तो यू कैन जस्ट गो थ्रू देम टू गेट एन आइडिया ऑफ व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस मे बी आस्क्ड इन एलेट, बिकॉज एलेट एज आई सेड इज वेरी अनप्रेडिक्टेबल. वो कैसी भी टाइप का क्वेश्चन डाल सकते हैं. यूपीएससी की कंपेंडियम इज क्वाइट गुड.
How much would you be scoring in your ALET mocks as of right now?
Right now, as in like, what is it like?
As in when, like, you know, let's say 2 to 3 months right before the exam.
all right. तो मैंने तो अपनी सीरियसली एलेट की तैयारी 2-3 महीने पहले ही शुरू की थी. तो उसमें यार ओके, सो बेसिकली इन एलेट there 150 क्वेश्चंस है ना, तो आई यूज्ड टू सॉल्व ऑल 150 बिकॉज मैं जल्दी कर लेती थी सारा पेपर. तो out of 150 I used to score 100, sometimes 100, sometimes 120, sometimes 90, 80, like there's a range of scores. So there is not like, do not set a standard for yourself कि 2-3 महीने पहले मुझे यही स्टैंडर्ड, मतलब आई नो मोटिवेशन पर्पस के लिए होता है कि मेरे को 100 तो कम से कम लेके आना ही आना है, बट एलेट में बहुत फ्लक्चुएशन होती है स्कोर में, क्योंकि नहीं पता कैसा सेक्शन कैसा आएगा, टाइम मैनेज हो पाएगा कि नहीं होगा. अगर लीगल बहुत ज्यादा लेंदी आ गई तो फिर टाइम की गड़बड़ हो जाती है, फिर स्कोर कम हो जाता है. तो लाइक अ डिसेंट स्कोर अगर आप चाहिए ही है बिफोर 2-3 months, try to keep it around 100, like 90 to 100 वाली range में, it's fine, like, or 80 to 100 I'll say, it's pretty decent.
So, all right, mock analysis and GK paragraphs. Okay, should you actually write down your mock analysis and GK paragraphs? So I don't quite understand the GK paragraph part, but what do you think about the mock analysis? Should you actually note it down somewhere and keep on comparing it, so to say?
Right. So like for ALET, there aren't passages of GK. That's for CLAT. तो ALET में one-liner questions होते हैं mostly. ठीक है, तो वो मैंने बोला था अपनी एक वीडियो में कि अपने मॉक एनालिसिस कॉपी में वो 1 लाइन वाला क्वेश्चन लिखो और उसके नीचे जो आंसर की है उसमें तुम्हें एक्स्ट्रा इन्फो भी मिल जाती है. तो लाइक यू नो व्हेन यू मेक नोट्स अपने मॉक के या जो भी मॉक एनालिसिस कॉपी में, पूरी चीज नहीं लिखनी होती, वर्ड्स लिखने होते हैं बेसिकली. मैं क्या बोल रही थी यार, हाँ, तो जब जीके का यू आर डूइंग योर मॉक एनालिसिस, डू नॉट राइट द एंटायर थिंग, राइट कीवर्ड्स, राइट. तो अगर अब जैसे क्वेश्चन आ गया, आई डोंट नो और थोड़ा क्वेश्चन, अगर आई डोंट नो इजराइल पैलेस्टीनियन इशू के ऊपर कोई क्वेश्चन आ गया फॉर एग्जांपल, राइट, कि यार ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हुआ है तो क्या अप्लाई होगा, कुछ ऐसा सा क्वेश्चन आ गया, या तुम्हें कुछ उसके नीचे ऑप्शंस आ गई जो भी, तो उसमें ब्रेक दैट क्वेश्चन इनटू 2-3 कीवर्ड्स, डैश डाल के या पॉइंटर डाल के break that question, break that answer given in that answer key and all of those explanations into small pointers, and उसको अपने mock analysis copy में note down कर लो. Do not write the entire passage, only keywords. अब अगर मेरे पास सामने कोई क्वेश्चन होता मैं तुम्हें बता देती कि क्या क्या उसमें important है and क्या क्या note down करना, but I don't have that right now.
All right. I mean, since you're facing a problem, let's just take anything. Let's say like the Myanmar issue right now, or the elections. I think most of us are talking about it, right? So as of today, like 5 states had their election results, right? So in that particular scenario, what would you think be the important pointers?
Right. So if it's elections,
any state election results.
Right. Yeah. So state elections, right? So state elections में you can talk about like basic questions आगे, who is the CEC, right? और basically static GK question types ki, who is the CEC, what act is applicable, right, how many states are having their election at the same time, ऐसे related question ही आते हैं, right? But deeper questions would be for example focusing on trends, जैसे जब लोकसभा इलेक्शंस हुए थे तो कौन सी स्टेट्स के उनके साथ इलेक्शन हुए थे, कभी-कभी it goes way back that way as well. तो क्या होता है कि जो भी आपका क्वेश्चन है, जो भी आंसर है, वो तो नोट डाउन करना ही करना है, राइट? एंड जो आंसर की में आपको कोई ट्रेंड बता रहा है या आपको किसी पास्ट इवेंट के साथ लिंक कर रहा है, उसको भी नोट डाउन करना है अपनी मॉक एनालिसिस कॉपी में. Like, does that work?
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah. Just one other thing. I think in the very same thing, mock analysis, बहुत सारे बच्चे confused होके they also start writing, and it's not exactly confusion so to say, but some people also like to write things like in my previous mock I scored this much, and in this particular mock in this particular subject I'm scoring this much. So any idea on if you should be writing that or if you should be noting that down at all, or if that helps in the preparation?
Yeah. Right. So like I wrote that down personally to see my progress and to see कि कौन से section में I'm scoring how much and कौन से section में I need to improve. That was my personal record. But like it depends from person to person. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि अगर आप note down करोगे अपने marks and अपने sectional score note down करोगे, and you can actually track your performance over a range of mocks, then it's fine. It's perfectly fine for noting down that too. Noting down your marks is perfectly fine. There's no issue in that.
Okay. This person has not really started with Wren and Martin, and how do you think they can cover it right now in the less time that is available?
Right, so I did not refer to Wren and Martin. As I said that before, like, यार कैसे बताऊं, मतलब English grammar is, I'm not great at it, right? What?
Diverse,
Sorry?
right? Can't really go on, and you don't really have
Exactly.
to rely on just one, right?
Exactly. So like English grammar is something that we've done from school. Like that's what some of us have had the privilege of doing since school, right? तो वहां से जो बेसिक्स डेवलप हुए, मैंने कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं किया इंग्लिश ग्रामर के लिए, बिकॉज पर्सनली मेरे को इतना दिक्कत नहीं आ रहा था. रेन एंड मार्टिन यार अगर तुम अभी खोलोगे एंड वहां से पढ़ना शुरू करोगे, मेरे को नहीं लगता इतना फायदा होगा, बिकॉज दैट्स लाइक बेसिक कितना करोगे, तुम्हारे पास इतना टाइम है भी नहीं. तो रेन एंड मार्टिन का इतना इशू नहीं है. बेसिक ग्रामर काफी हद तक अपने मॉक्स एंड पास्ट ईयर पेपर से समझ आ जाती है, और अगर नहीं समझ आ रही तो अपने मेंटर से पूछो ऑफ कोर्स, बट लाइक रेन एंड मार्टिन इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे करना इतना मेरे को प्रैक्टिकल नहीं लग रहा.
The next question is, what is something that should be kept in mind that is different from CLAT?
यार मैं like I gave ALED fun में यार सच्ची, because like now it would seem very weird at this point after I got my rank, but genuinely I did not take so much tension for ALED because मेरा NLU Delhi का भी aim था ही नहीं, मैंने NLS Bangalore जाना था. तो ALED I gave just to get an idea of that entire atmosphere of giving a paper, because तभी like COVID का पूरा situation था and I wanted to know कि like क्या होगा, पूरा सेटअप क्या होगा, कैसे पेपर देंगे हम, मेरी टाइम मैनेजमेंट कैसी होती है, फर्स्ट टाइम गिविंग एन एंट्रेंस एग्जाम, व्हाट ऑल डू आई हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ. सो बेसिकली ये था. एंड सी ALET and CLAT are very different papers. However, ALET is not difficult to crack, right? So if you मतलब seriously speaking, 1 week I only, हाँ thank you आयुष सिंह, टॉपर्स यही बोलते हैं. No, that's not true. तुम्हें नहीं पता उसके पहले क्या क्या गुजरी है हमारे साथ. But basically if you stick to past year papers, like I'm again saying the same thing because that's exactly what I did. If you stick to past year papers, they actually make you pretty sorted for ALET. You get a hang of what the paper is going to be. It was सच्ची में easy for me to crack ALET because I had gone through the past year papers and because I know कैसे क्वेश्चन आने वाले हैं. It's like पूरा कॉपी पेस्ट किया उन्होंने अपना पुराना पेपर इस पेपर में. तो मेरे को टाइम मैनेजमेंट में भी इतनी दिक्कत नहीं हुई बिकॉज मैंने पास्ट ईयर पेपर्स भी टाइम करके सॉल्व किए थे.
Apart from that, how to identify which question to skip in ALET, especially the logical part?
Which Acha, so do I tell which questions to skip from all sections or you only want from logical? Like first you ask a general question.
Yeah, let me just make it a generic question about like which questions you feel should be skipped in ALET, and then let's just make it about logical puzzles in slight detail.
All right. Right. So GK में don't attempt any question just for the sake of attempting it because that's going to lead to a negative marking and that is going to actually bring down your score a lot. So only attempt those questions, A, which you're completely sure of, B, if you're unsure of, still you can narrow it down to 2 options and make an intelligent guess. Do not solve any questions which you do not have any idea about, you have not read about them. Please do not attempt those questions. Then for maths, see, maths is like the, I don't know, it's like if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. Like no matter, मतलब तुम 2 घंटे लगा सकते हो क्वेश्चन पे, क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए, उसको कोई फायदा होने नहीं वाला, बिकॉज 10 क्वेश्चन है, बाकी दूसरे सेक्शन पे कैन स्कोर मोर, राइट? तो मैथ्स में भी you have to choose which questions you can comfortably attempt in that time limit and then attempt those questions. So out of 10 questions I attempted 5 and it worked pretty well for me. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम्हें 10 के 10 क्वेश्चन ही सॉल्व करने हैं. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ कंफर्टेबल यू आर इन सॉल्विंग मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस इन द टाइम that you have allotted to maths, right? Do not exceed the time that you have allotted to maths, नहीं तो बाकी सेक्शन सफर करेंगे, ठीक है? Then for English, again, leave out the questions of synonyms, antonyms, because sometimes they give very shitty vocab, like बहुत weird terms होते हैं जो कभी सुने भी नहीं होते, या सुने भी है फिर भी याद यूद नहीं है. तो do not waste your time on thinking about what could possibly be the synonym or the antonym or some one word answers like these. तो बिल्कुल एक ऐसा ही है कि तुमने अगर रट्टा मारा था तब तुम्हें याद है, नहीं तो नहीं याद, राइट? तो वो क्वेश्चन you can easily skip. And in legal, basically I attempted the entire legal section. I don't know why, but I just attempted the entire legal section. तो legal section में देखो, legal reasoning में you're going to take a lot of time, but they have some questions for legal knowledge as well, like one liner question. तो अगर वो इस बारी है तो like attempt those, like prepare for those questions as well. जो static legal GK है, so that you have a good score in legal. And for legal reasoning, if the fact situation is like very lengthy and you cannot make any sense of the question, leave it. Do not waste your time on, going 3 to 4 times over the question and then finally wasting, 15 minutes on just one question, reading it again and again. So legal, maybe if it's very lengthy, it's very complex, leave the question. Then for logical, try to attempt the entire logical section, generally speaking, because logical puzzle is something that if you do a lot of practice, you can get a good score in, right? तो अगर आपने एक puzzle solve किया, आपके 5 questions sorted है. तो अगर आप इस point of view से देखोगे, तो logical is a scoring section, especially analytical reasoning, right? Critical reasoning, I'll say you can still leave because sometimes वो inference questions नहीं आते, या वो क्या बोलते हैं, जो भी होते हैं वो JFI questions नहीं आते, and weakening, strengthening arguments, the options are sometimes very confusing. So you can leave critical reasoning, but for analytical reasoning, please prepare a lot for logical puzzles and number series and whatnot from RS Agarwal. RS Agarwal is a pretty good source, and from your coaching material as well, because that's going to fetch you good marks.
So here's another question.
Yeah.
Can you tell us where we can practice hard legal questions as asked in A-Lit, like
Sure.
thoughts, and how to cover the GK backlog and from which sources?
So legal, first one was about legal reasoning. The first question was about legal reasoning, right?
Yes, the comparatively harder questions of legal reasoning.
So you can find so again, repeating, but the hard legal questions are very A-Lit specific, and you can find them in the past year papers. Like those questions, sometimes you don't get in your coaching material, because your coaching material gives you a mix of questions of like easy, moderate, and very few hard questions. But A-Lit past year papers are going to give you the actual hard legal reasoning questions, which you will not find in your coaching material. So please go through the A-Lit past year papers. Jitne bhi milte hain, try to solve all of them.
The next is about the GK backlog. There are so many times that you just left with that much of material and now you just have to cover. So what do you do about that GK backlog? And which are the best sources to cover this whole thing?
Right. So first of all, just remember कि GK तो खत्म ही नहीं होगी कभी. So no matter how much you prepare, there's always going to be something that you have left. You can't cover it all. So just जितने भी notes बनाए हैं, just revise them and just with a very badass attitude give the paper. Do not worry too much. Do I need to speak louder than this?
No, you're audible.
Cool, right. So basically, जितने notes बनाए हैं, जितनी one senior told me that paper set हो जाता है date के 2 हफ्ते पहले, पता नहीं, I guess 1-2 हफ्ते पहले paper is set, ठीक है? So you sometimes get a hard deadline कि इसके बाद वाली GK तो बिल्कुल आने वाली. So that puts a stop to your current affairs, right? And जितने भी notes बनाए हैं, and वो सारे revise करो, mocks दो, mocks में पता चलेगा कि तुम्हारी GK preparation has been useful or not. फिर अगर पता चले it has not been useful, then जो mocks में GK आ रही है उसको अपने mock analysis copy में note down करो, revise that GK, right? Try to give more current affairs tests online or those which are being offered by your institute or by your coaching. And do not worry about the fact that you have not covered a lot of GK, because ultimately there's no end to the GK portion, right? So stick to your sources. Do not do like 10 sources. Stick to 3 to 4 sources, verified, authentic, legitimate sources related to ALET, and focus on them only, and do not worry about GK too much.
If your math is really weak, how to make it strong so that I'll get enough marks in math? So while you've already discussed that, these are the number of questions which are ideally, more ideal to attempt, something like just half of the questions. If it's intrinsically weak and you just have to start, what do you do about it?
So maths, see, if you're weak in maths, I started my maths prep in +1 itself because I knew I would not be able to cover up maths in the last 2-3 months. So if you have started your maths preparation now, like 2-3 months before, so try to brush up your basics. In the sense, try to solve them basic questions first. Like give yourself some time, like 1 or 2 weeks. Go through RS Agarwal, go through your coaching material or whatever, and solve the basic questions of the most important topics, and solve those questions to get a hang of maths first, right? Give yourself that time. Then, like initially in your mocks as well, if you are weak at maths, you're going to notice that you're getting a very weak score, like a very bad score in maths. So do not worry about that. Focus on your basics. Focus on getting those basic questions right. And then afterwards, you're going to see a rise in your math score in your mocks, right? So go through basics, then the moderate questions, then the hard questions. Do not worry much. Do whatever is humanly possible to do in this time. It's fine if you're not able to do a lot of maths as well. Focus on your strong sections then.
Even so far as maths is concerned, like you said, there are stronger sections, there are stronger chapters as well, right? So if you can divide it into 10 chapters, you might as well go and do just the more important ones, so to say.
Yeah.
Like not covering all of them in their entirety.
Yeah.
Did you prepare something extra for the AR section and legal updates?
No, nothing.
That's extra. The second part of the question, the legal updates. But okay, primer will be
for AR. Yeah, nothing extra for like AR is analytical. Yeah,
I think you did discuss something on GMAT lines, right?
That was for CR.
Cool, but
for like AR, I used to do like RS
and legal updates. Then. Yeah. Like some people go for bar and bench. Of course, not for legal updates in themselves.
Legal updates mostly from mocks, because like it depends. You can go through bar and bench, you can go through live law. Live law, you need to subscribe to live law. It takes money. So go through bar and bench. It's going to be pretty basic questions. Like I don't remember, but it's like basic questions. Yeah, like there was this amendment. No, the number of Supreme Court judges were increased during that time. So something of that sort, something very basic. And if it's a very like hi-fi legal update, like it's like very random and very hi-fi, and then don't attempt it.
Are topics like HCF, LCM, number system, and fractions more important than time and speed, profit and percentage for ALET in particular?
Yeah, so I did not focus on numbers and fractions and everything. No, I did not have time. So I just focus on time, speed, distance. According to me, I think they are more important. Like out of 10 questions, you will get 1 question from numbers and fractions and all of those topics. But I did not like those questions, so I did not attempt them. I only focused on time, speed, distance or something which I could attempt.
Can I crack ALET if I start now from basics? I think you did something very similar. Want to give advice on that?
Right. So the thing is, if you've already been, I had already been preparing for CLAT for 2 years at that time. So I had also been preparing for ALET since +1. I kind of stopped in +2 because CLAT pattern changed. I had to focus on that. So I did not have this issue of familiarizing myself with the ALET pattern and ALET mocks because I had been on and off giving mocks for ALET. So I don't feel that I'm the best person to answer this question that if you can crack CLAT 2-3 months before the exam, because I had a foundational course in that in +1 itself. So I think Prakhar Bhaiya or Govind Bhaiya would be better suited to answer this question than I.
All right. Cool. Can you tell A-led book sources? Okay, I think we've already done this. Sir, not specifically going into any sources, but relating it to current affairs would be way better. What was yours? Okay, what was your strategy for the last 30 days right before the exam?
Okay, like first of all, I just want to say that when like at the very beginning of plus two, I focused a lot on these, like what would be my last 1 month strategy, etc. There is no strategy for the last 1 month, right? It's just chaos because you're just trying to solve mocks and you're just trying to go through questions. You're trying to somehow strengthen your weak subjects, so on and so forth. So I cannot say that there is like one strategy for the last 1 month for ALIT. As I said, the most you can do without being anxious or without losing your sanity is going through the previous year papers, giving mocks, as many mocks as possible, revising those questions, and that's it.
I mean, that last bit was honestly important. You start losing your sanity as you're going out and trying to grab everything that you can. But the better way out is, like you said, doing the bare minimum, going ahead and just revising, like, some most important topics, I guess. Right. Okay. How to choose the right questions is slightly repetitive, but again, slightly different as well. How to choose the right questions, because while analyzing, I realized that I could have done better, as I presume from the question, if had I done certain like different questions, so to say. So, on that.
Right. So, yeah, for this question, see, there is no one answer to this question. It all depends on how you have solved those questions. It's a very personal thing. When you attempted that mock, what was your frame of mind? Why did you think that this option was right, that option was wrong? It is very, very, very subjective, right? So the most you can do, like I honestly don't know how to answer this question, because I can't tell you how to choose the right answer and I don't know, make an intelligent guess, because it depends on how you've perceived that question, right?
And like stopping you for a very small moment. It's not about the right answer amongst the questions,
but like which question to attempt, right?
But the right questions. Yeah. Because like what you used to do. See, exactly. Like you said, you used to attempt all 150 questions, right?
Yeah, because I was stupid.
If you were to choose in that manner.
Right. But see, again, you can't. See, there is no right question, right? Like, you can't. There's no one strategy that you're going to look at the 150 questions and automatically you're going to know which question you will be able to solve. I think that's right. What's the right question is which question you will be able to solve, right? With accuracy, if I'm not wrong.
More reasonable.
So that's the right question, something that you can solve. But that differs from mock to mock. That differs from your prep, like how much preparation you have done. It's on the spot वाला instant होता है कि अच्छा ठीक है ये question देखा, अच्छा ये question solve हो सकता है, ये नहीं हो सकता. The more, like, it is very pathetic advice, but it differs. Like when I used to look at the paper, I did not look at the entire paper in the very beginning. I just used to look at it section wise, right? तो GK पहले देखा, सारे question पढ़े GK के. Then I just used to circle those questions जो मेरे को पता है, मेरे को कोई idea नहीं इन questions के बारे में, उनको तो then I did not even give a second glance. All right. And after that, I would attempt all of the questions, and then John से question में मेरे को लगता था that I am confused between two options. I would just put like 2 डंडियां on that question कि अच्छा ठीक है, I have to come back to these questions if I have time. बाकी अपना वो अब तो ऑनलाइन हो गया ना, बट जब OMR में देते थे तो I would just fill up the OMR at that time. But अगर like online is like easier and you can't mark those questions honestly, but if you have a rough paper, just note down the question number जिसमें तुम्हें लगता है कि शायद अगर टाइम हो एंड इंटेलिजेंट कैसे कर पाओ तो ठीक हो सकता है वो, राइट? That's how you move from section to section. But I don't think there's like one strategy of choosing the right question.
Obviously. Honestly, you are being modest, but otherwise, how else do you answer that question? Because, like, end of the day, that is what is important, right? Answer like questions you can reasonably answer. Apart from that, it's just that if you answer or twice, a set of questions, a group of questions like puzzles, something like once, you shouldn't exactly be trying it all over again, right? So just that, stopping at one time and not giving it more time just to ensure that you get it right, so to speak.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Um, all right, thanks. RCs of A-Lit should be attempted or should be left for the aspirants who are who have a fear of solving RCs. So far as A-Lit is concerned, like honestly, I don't think you should have a fear of solving RCs still, considering that CLAT has just that like right now. But still,
Yeah, but like, of course, don't be like afraid of anything. Yeah, come on, like, don't be afraid of
exactly.
questions, right? If you're afraid, you're not even going to look at the question, even though you could have solved it easily. So first of all, don't be afraid. Okay. Second of all, do a very quick 1 minute skimming through of the RC. ठीक है, जैसे ही तुमने आरसी देखा फटाफट उसमें देख लो कि अच्छा ठीक है साइंस, अब आरसी भी इट्स अबाउट सम टॉपिक्स, राइट? कुछ साइंस के बारे में होंगे, कुछ इको के बारे में होंगे, कुछ पता नहीं क्या अजीब सा टॉपिक होगा, है ना? तो व्हेन यू गो थ्रू दैट पैसेज इन लाइक 1 minute यू गेट टू नो कि अच्छा ये टॉपिक मेरे कंफर्ट जोन के बाहर है, और अगर मैं इसको 3-4 बारी भी अलग से पढ़ लूंगी तो मेरे को क्वेश्चन शायद ना आए समझ में, ठीक है? एंड व्हेन आई से लाइक 1 minute पैसेज आल्सो लुक एट द क्वेश्चंस, राइट? कि क्वेश्चन इजी है, सिनोनिम एंटोनिम वाले क्वेश्चन है या डीपर अंडरस्टैंडिंग वाले क्वेश्चन है कि अच्छा ठीक है पूरा पैसेज ढंग से पढ़ना पड़ेगा उसको आंसर करने के लिए, ठीक है? तो लाइक 1-2 minutes में डू नॉट बी लाइक डू नॉट ऑलरेडी हैव दिस इन माइंड कि मैंने तो आरसी को छूना तक नहीं है, छू लो। क्या मतलब अच्छी तरह अपने 8 तुम्हारे अगर तुम्हें आता है आरसी और तुम्हारे 8 नंबर आ गए वहां से तो क्या गलत है उसमें, राइट? तो 1-2 minutes दो, उसको ढंग से पढ़ो, देखो तुम्हारे कंफर्ट जोन के बाहर है कि नहीं, उसको कितना और टाइम तुम्हें देना पड़ेगा, फिर तुम देखो कि अच्छा ठीक है अगर इसको मेरे को इतना टाइम देना पड़ेगा तो मैं कौन से सेक्शन को कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकती हूँ, सैक्रिफाइस कर सकती हूँ कौन से सेक्शन का टाइम। और अगर तुम्हें लगता है कि नहीं इस चीज के लिए टाइम नहीं है, कि मतलब इसको लाइक ये तो बहुत टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है, तो छोड़ दो। एंड में जाके देखो कि अगर एंड में तुम्हारे सारे लेफ्ट ओवर क्वेश्चंस भी पूरे हो गए और 1-2 मिनट तुम ऐसे रिवीजन के पढ़े, देन जस्ट गो थ्रू द आरसी एंड सी 1-2 क्वेश्चन अगर सॉल्व होते कर लो। पर अगर तुम्हें लगता है कि इजी आरसी कि मतलब मैं इसको दूसरी बारी पढ़ूंगी तो मैं सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर कर पाऊंगी, तो देन गिव टाइम टू दैट आरसी एंड अटेम्प्ट दोस क्वेश्चंस। Do not like have this in mind that you have to leave it for sure.
Moving on, can you please tell your, okay, since I've already answered about your preparation strategy so many times, and even like, time-wise preparation strategy, what exactly did you start off with? Like you decided that you're about to give A-Lit so that you get an idea of the exam a few months ago, right? So
Yeah.
how did you start off with it since you already had a very good idea of CLAT? So like, where was the beginning that this is how I'm going to start and this is a very rough plan of how I'm going to go about it?
Yes, it was very random. I just realized that the date of the exam is coming nearer, and I realized I have to start preparation. So I just randomly started giving mocks. I'm telling you, I was the A-Lit exam took place during the pandemic, and the paper had already been postponed a number of times. So I had zero motivation while I was preparing for A-Lit. So I was very chill about it. I did not have a lot of nervousness, anxiety, whatever. Just like 2 months before the exam, 1 month, very random. कभी mocks दे दिया, कभी sectional test दे दिया, कभी topic test दे दिया, and 1 month before the exam, past year papers पे focus कर लिया. That's it. Because ultimate aim was CLAT.
I think what should be noted here is that psyche, right? Not really having it in your mind ki, okay, I'm so anxious, मुझे सब करना ही है, but rather having that cool mindset that, okay, let's try doing it and let's have a rough plan. Okay, this is how I'm going to go about it. Especially, like, with obvious special focus on the past year papers.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's not the end of the world. Like मुझे पर्सनली लगता था कि yes it is the end of the world कि अगर मुझे फॉर एग्जांपल NLS बैंगलोर नहीं मिला या NLU दिल्ली नहीं मिला तो मैं मर जाऊंगी, पता नहीं कि मैं मतलब कुछ कर नहीं पाऊंगी जिंदगी में जो भी. But if you notice that there are many people from private universities as well, private law universities, or allegedly lower ranked NLUs which I contest, but allegedly lower ranked NLUs, and people from those places are going to Harvard for their LLM, right? They're going to Oxford for their LLM. They have superb jobs, super pay packages, everything is chill in their life. I don't know if it's chill in their life, but like it seems sorted. So do not have this notion in your mind कि मैं मर जाऊंगी अगर मैं like A-Lit crack नहीं हुआ या CLAT crack नहीं हुआ. Just like give it a very chill sort of a mindset. Like A-Lit I gave with such a chill mindset. Like अभी तुम्हें लग रहा है मैं झूठ बोल रही हूँ, but नहीं, honestly, when I looked at my rank and my score, it was a big surprise because I did not even expect it. And that's the beauty of it, right? When you're not desperate for something, when you are so chill about it, things just come to you. So just be confident in your prep and in your mock strategies.
How many mocks did you attend before Caleb?
I don't remember the number. I just gave mocks. Don't focus on the number, focus on the quality. Even if you give like 100 mocks and you don't get anything out of them, what's the use of giving 100 mocks? Like, even if you're giving 30 mocks, even if you're giving 10 mocks, make sure you're learning from those 10 mocks is a lot.
Even taking that, even if I take that into consideration, and yes, it is important to get the most out of your mocks. There are people who have started preparing for ALET now, or who have started preparing like 2 months ago. There are also people who start preparing started a year ago, focusing on ALET as well, right? So there has to be some sort of frequency which you would, let's say, suggest. Ki is frequency pe do to acha hai. So starting right now, what should be the frequency according to you? ALET mocks.
1 mock every week for now. Like, it's how many months before the exam?
I don't exactly remember, but I'm presuming it's like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, so if it's 3 months, like 1 mock every week, then when it's 2 months, you give 2-3 mocks every week. Acha, kya? June 20th. You have less days. Okay. So 2 mocks every week for now. And then when you have like 25 days before the paper, try to give. See, I never gave 1 ALET mock every day. Right? I gave 1 CLAT mock every day. So ALET, 3 mocks every week work. If I have to suggest a number, that is. Because 3 mocks, considering that you give 3 mocks and you analyze those 3 mocks as well. And then your score is going to jump the next week.
Properly.
So, 3 mocks.
Right? What alternative? All right. I don't exactly think that this should be how it should be. But yes, what alternative is to be taken if you leave math section completely or attempt only 2 or so questions?
Yeah, could you repeat
alternative? I don't understand, but yes, how do you go about it? If you want to, if you know that you can't get marks out of math section. So sorry.
Acha, yeah. If you know you can't get marks out of the math section, don't.
Anha?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you know that you can't get any score, any chance after going through the question, don't attempt it. Don't waste your time on maths then. And do not be anxious about it. Focus on your strong sections then. And focus on getting the maximum score out of the other 4 sections. But I would recommend try to get some question, like 1 or 2 questions from maths, because that is probably going to cushion the negative marking wala effect on your score.
Okay, since you spoke about GMAT passages, I think you've made it clear. So a very, very small answer to this. CLAT के लिए भी GMAT passages solve करें?
हाँ, कर लो अगर time है.
I think you told about that, right? कि increasing difficulty के साथ होता है. So till what difficulty?
Sorry?
You told us about it, right? That there's an increasing level of difficulty. So till what difficulty is it better कि CLAT के लिए इस difficulty तक it's sorted if you can do it?
You're asking like कौन सी difficulty तक करूँ? Question.
So long as so far as CLAT is
depends on you.
Depends on you. If I do it if I do it till somehow hard questions, it's enough.
Yeah, so I did the toughest questions as well, and I used to get 0 in all of those tests, but at least I learned something that those are not meant for me or my paper. So it depends on you entirely. If you have time, go through the hard questions. There's nothing wrong in that. You're going to learn something out of those questions for sure. It depends on you and your comfort zone. Yeah, R.S. Agarwal, Khushi, there's R.S. Agarwal, quantitative aptitude के नाम से है.
Thanks. Apart from that, how do you cover vocab section other than the newspaper editorials?
Vocab is all about ratta. Alright, तो अगर तुमने रट्टा मारा हुआ है इस चीज का तुम्हें याद होगा. नहीं अब नहीं होगा. Because as I said, vocab is very unpredictable. Right? तो sources, there was this book that was given to us by Career Launcher. I would just randomly go through the words, ऐसे ही देख लिया, पढ़ लिया, but वो CAP का did not focus much. Mostly, as I said, mocks, past year papers.
अच्छा, even रट्टे में, since like we have discussed this थोड़ा सा, वो CAP, don't you do you think some innovative techniques are just as good? Like if you're studying vocab and you're done with let's say like तुम्हें एक पूरा chapter, let's say you divided into 100 word chapters and you're done with one particular chapter, and now you know that 20 words is में problem हो रही. So what do you do about those 20 words? Either you go on trying to do it in the usual manner, or you try to
stick
things around कि मतलब यहाँ पे मैंने चिपका के रख लिया, okay यहाँ पे मैं उसको देख रही हूँ. Something along those lines.
So अगर जैसे 10 वर्ड का नहीं समझ आ रहा कि क्या करूं इन 10 वर्ड्स का, तो रट्टा ना मारो. Look at how they are being used in sentences. So a much more effective strategy than rote learning words is how they're being used in passages and sentences, because तुम्हें समझ आ रहा था कि उसका मीनिंग क्या है. अगर तुम्हें fill in the blank for, अगर तुमने अपने आप देखा होगा, अगर तुम्हें एक वन लाइन का क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि अच्छा बताओ कि अच्छा रॉन्डेवू का आई डोंट नो सिनोनिम क्या है, एंड तुम्हें 4 ऑप्शन दिया है, एंड अगर तुम्हें एक सेंटेंस में फिल इन द ब्लैंक दिया है जिसमें तुम्हें उसका सिनोनिम ढूंढना है, तो तुम्हें वो फिल इन द ब्लैंक वाला क्वेश्चन ज्यादा इजी लगेगा, बिकॉज तुम्हें थोड़ा कॉन्टेक्स्ट मिल जाता है कि अच्छा ठीक है कि ये वर्ड इस चीज से ही रिलेटेड होगा, ये वर्ड एक डिस्कशन से ही रिलेटेड होगा, राइट. तो जब तुम उसको फिल इन द ब्लैंक फॉर्म ऑफ क्वेश्चंस में करते हो या पैसेज क्वेश्चंस में करते हो, जहाँ पे लाइक वो छोटे-छोटे ब्लैंक्स टाइप ही होते हैं, है ना, वो भी आते हैं एलिट में. तो अगर तुम उसको उस फॉर्म में करते हो तो तुम्हें वो कैब ज्यादा इजीली आती है, एज अपोज्ड टू डूइंग जस्ट अ वन लाइन रैंडम क्वेश्चन ऑफ अच्छा इसका सिनोनिम क्या है.
What do you think are the most important topics for legal, for logical, and for English? So let's just divide it into 3 parts. Most important topics for legal, सबसे पहले.
Like okay, I'll have to brush up my memory because I do not remember what are the most important topics. Legal. See, legal
में तो it's very generic, right?
It's contract, torts, consti, and और क्या होता है? General, legal, fact.
Consti, tort, contract.
Criminal law, है ना? थोड़ा बहुत ही basic. Mostly वो focus करते हैं contract and torts पे. Consti का कम होता है and crim का भी कम होता है. Contract, torts का ज्यादा होता है. फिर आ गया logical, है ना? लॉजिकल में लॉजिकल में आ गया AR. एनालिटिकल में यू गेट नंबर सीरीज, ब्लड रिलेशंस, पजल्स, सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट्स. ये सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट्स बड़े वो हैं, पैशन में है, तो वो भी कर लेना अच्छी तरह से. सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट्स आर लाइक इम्पोर्टेंट. देन यू गेट देयर वेरी फ्यू क्वेश्चंस अबाउट क्यूब्स, एंड वो बिल्कुल जो एंड वाले टॉपिक्स नहीं होते AR के, वो कम होते हैं. जो बिल्कुल उसके एक क्वेश्चन होता है, जैसे क्यूब्स हो गए या एक बहुत स्पेसिफिक टाइप की पजल होगी, वो 1-2 होंगे. मोस्टली फोकस करेगा नंबर सीरीज, सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट, ब्लड रिलेशंस, डायरेक्शंस, राइट. सो दीज आर लाइक द इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स. देन कौन सा सेक्शन है? इंग्लिश में ग्रामर में सेंटेंस लाइक फिल इन द ब्लैंक, सिनोनिम्स, एंटोनिम्स, sentence ordering or like rearrangement, whatever that is. Then which of the following questions is grammatically correct? Okay, that is very very important. बहुत ज़्यादा important. जो आपके which of the following options is grammatically correct, incorrect, are like super important. So focus on those questions a lot. वो बहुत डालते हैं.
In English, reordering and classifying sentences is judgment, facts, or inference. So which books did you use for these topics?
Judgment, facts, inference you can get from any critical reasoning book, either from your coaching or from R.S. Agarwal. And for miscellaneous topics like sentence correction and so on and so forth, you focus on mocks and past year papers. Do not go for any specific book for that.
And I think we spoke about this book for thoda sa, but yes, I think most of us would agree we get a really cool vibe from you, right? You weren't really itna zyada stressed out, and I feel that's one of the major hurdles people face, especially in the current time. Because I mean, just staying at your home is too much for many people because they have that inclination, and uske alawa bhi there are many things which cater to anxiety, which increase your anxiety level. So anything that you would like to suggest for that?
यार देखो, एलिट नहीं हुआ ठीक है, क्लैट में कम आ गया रैंक तो ठीक है, कम आ गया, you don't want to go to the NLU that has been assigned to you, right? Okay, imagine the worst possible thing, right? Imagine the worst possible thing, and still you're going to find something is still there. You can still go to some college, you can still pursue some degree, you can still give some other exam, you can still, I don't know, pursue studies abroad. Like there's so many options available. So do not consider this to be the end all of anything, right? Be very chill about it. Do not be desperate about ALET or CLAT or clearing both of these, because if you're desperate, then you're obviously not going to get a good rank. Trust me. ठीक है, बहुत ज़्यादा, ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा obvious चीज़ है कि नहीं आएगा अच्छा रैंक, तो desperate होने की कोई बात बनती नहीं है. पूरा आराम से दो, जितना possible हो उतना दो. You do not have to work like a robot. Like you cannot be perfect. You cannot get good score in all mocks. Of course, there are going to be like these geniuses around. Do not start like taunting me or something, because I'm not a genius, but like they're going to be those. I personally had this fear, like whenever I would look at the scoreboard, they have this rank list, hai na, har mock ke baad, and they used to be like hundreds of people ahead of me with brilliant ranks and brilliant scores, and every day I used to question myself कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, कि मेरी क्या prep है, मेरा तो rank भी अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है, I'm of no use or whatever. But ultimately I got a good rank and I got a brilliant college. I think I would still be very optimistic that it's a good college. So do not be desperate, be chill about it, do not be anxious. Jitna possible ho sake utna karo. Do not get worked up about it.
Let's just come to a last question. According to, I think this is something, I think this is something even we have heard a lot from our teachers and our mentors, that, they've basically never seen anyone top by leaving a complete section, obviously hinting on maths here. So is that really true? Can you actually not do it if you, completely leave maths? And I mean, to some extent, even I have believed that if you completely leave a section and if you don't put in any efforts, that is going to be a problem at some levels. So what do you think?
Yeah, so yes, actually that's true, because if you have prepared for maths and if you know the questions in maths, तुम्हारा marks पक्का है ना? बाकी sections में तुम्हारा बहुत subjectivity है. It depends on what sort of questions are coming, or I don't know, like it's again critical reasoning कितनी subjective है, legal reasoning कितनी subjective है, English कितनी subjective है ना? तो उन सारे sections में sure नहीं है कि तुम्हारा एक perfect score आएगा. However, maths is one thing जो अगर आपने practice किया हुआ है and आपको पता है कि अच्छा ये formula इस question में तो लगने ही वाला है, या ये question ऐसे ही solve होने वाला है, तो आपका score पक्का है उस चीज के लिए. And that matters a lot, considering कि आपकी negative marking भी है, considering आपके पास 90 minutes है, considering आपके पास 150 questions है, and जो बाकी चार section है बहुत unpredictable है and tough भी है, ठीक है? And maths ऐसे नहीं कह रही कि tough नहीं है, it is tough, but अगर आपने practice की हो, it actually improves your score. So do not leave that maths section completely. Do not try to like धक्के से भी जब मैंने 2-3 तुक्के मारे थे ठीक हो गए थे. तो थोड़े basics अपने sorted रखो ताकि तुक्के मारने लायक हो जाओ.
I mean, not random tukke, of course. I think you would also want to make it very clear. Yeah, intelligent guesses. इसके आसपास आंसर आना है.
Random तुक्के तो मारोगे तो क्या बोल सकते हो? Random तुक्के मत मारना maths में.
Obviously. All right then, those are the questions for today. Thank you so much for joining today, Anha. That's it for the session.
Thank you.
If you would like to, speak anything on an ending note, a random message to everyone.
All the best. That's it. All the best and stay safe, I guess. Yeah.
All the very best, people. Stay safe. Take care.